What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be analysing the match review of the Manchester City game against Aston Villa away at Villa Park. An emphatic performance from Manchester City with a lot to talk about. So before we crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you're enjoying the content, make sure you subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. We've got daily Manchester City transfer updates coming. We've got previews, analysis, and other videos coming very soon too. So make sure you stay tuned for that, subscribe, press that red button. And don't forget also, you can check out my social media links you can find in the description below and popping up on screen for my Twitter and Instagram. You can find my email in the description below if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video, and most importantly, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because I'm always interested in different football opinions. So we're going to crack on with this video and start off with the first talking point, which is the teams. City went with a 3-5-2 as expected, went with Gabriel Jesus and Sergio Aguero. I think it's only the 11th or 12th time that both these players have started on the same team sheet in the Premier League, which I find really interesting. We saw Riyad Mahrez starting. As I said, I thought Raheem Sterling might get a little bit of a rest. Mahrez is in form, had to start in this game, in my opinion. Kevin De Bruyne was starting along with David Silva too. Only real surprise was not seeing Ilkay Gundogan at all in the Manchester City squad, which I thought, in my opinion, was a little bit harsh. We saw John Stones starting alongside Fernandinho and Rodri at centre-back. We saw Mendy starting left-back and Cancelo starting at right-back. And it was nice to see Ederson back in goal for City. Now, for Villa, they went with Nyland in net. This is because Tom Heaton is injured, and that's why they're ready and waiting, Aston Villa, to sign Pepe Reina. So Douglas Luiz starting against Manchester City for the first time, which so it was, well, at Villa Park anyway. So it was nice seeing Douglas Luiz starting against us, one of our former players. Danny Drinkwater was making his debut. We'll be speaking more about Danny Drinkwater in just one moment, as we saw El Gharzi and Grealish leading the attack for Aston Villa as Trezeguet was put on the bench. So, the first half, 18 minutes in, Riyad Mahrez managed to open up the scoring. Lovely goal, quite a good solo goal this one, well rewarded for Riyad Mahrez. He picks up the ball on the right, just inside the Aston Villa half, dribbles through, gets through into the penalty area, relatively unchallenged, takes it round 1 and 2. Villa players busy backing off for some reason. It allows Mahrez half a yard to get a shot away. Does, goes to the near post and goes into the back of the net. The defence will be disappointed with that. The keeper will be disappointed with that. Riyad Mahrez won't be disappointed with that though. His great form continues, and it got even better on 24 minutes as Riyad Mahrez had himself a brace. Aston Villa this time were well pressed in their own penalty area after Sergio Aguero worked hard on the byline. It was Danny Drinkwater giving the ball away. Jesus manages to deflect it into the path of Riyad Mahrez on the half volley, just to coolly slot home into the back of the net. 2-0, just what we dreamed of 24 minutes in. That is good. A stubborn Aston Villa side, a difficult away ground to go to, Villa Park, against a stubborn side. We've seen what they can do when they played against Liverpool at Villa Park. So I won't take anything for granted. Really good start from City that got even better. 28 minutes, 3-0 to Manchester City, game over. This time Kevin De Bruyne pivots, feeds the ball into Sergio Aguero. He has choices. Does he go left or does he go right and play it back to De Bruyne? Well, he decides instead he's going to have a shot at goal 20 yards out. On his right foot, his stronger foot, just smashes it into the back of the net. Absolutely wonderful finish from Sergio Aguero. 3-0, 28 minutes. You cannot ask for much more. I said I wanted to see City playing like they did at Old Trafford, and they were, being their clinical, deadly selves. It's like the old Manchester City of last season when we went on that 14-game winning streak to fend off Liverpool, and it's like the season before with our record-breaking 100-point season. You need to be clinical and deadly when presented with opportunities, and over the last few games we've started to do that. This is our 9th win in 10 games. We've been playing some lovely football since this formation change. It seems to have just breathed in a fresh breath into Manchester City. And to be honest, I just can't wait for us to be playing more games. We've got a week off as well. What a bad time to be having a week off. I'm hoping the players will be rewarded with a few days off so they can go and relax and enjoy themselves. They deserved it. And then we can have a nice push on until we get that little break that we have in February. Got even better, by the way, just at the end of the first half for City, into the first minute of added on time, literally right before the half-time whistle. Kevin De Bruyne is on the right. He's a good 30, 35 yards away from goal. Just plays a pass or a cross, whatever you want to call it. The vintage Kevin De Bruyne ball right into the path of Gabriel Jesus. It is not an easy ball to play right. You need to have the correct pace and power on that ball, and it needs to be precise too. It was a fantastic assist from De Bruyne. Lays it on a plate for Gabriel Jesus. He can't miss. He doesn't miss. Well tucked home. Vintage Kevin De Bruyne assist there. Good goal for Gabriel Jesus too. Aguero and Jesus firing on all cylinders. Riyad Mahrez too. It was lovely to see. Half-time 4-0, clinical, deadly and assertive from City there. Like I said, it's a City of last season. It's a City of the season before. And it's the formation change for me that's done this. We're playing some wonderful football. Football that to me can't be competed by any team in the Premier League. Sounds crazy. Liverpool are sitting 14 points clear of us in the Premier League. I know that when City are playing to the top ability that they can play at, which is what we've seen at Old Trafford, what we've seen at Villa Park, no team in the Premier League can compete. We've won the Premier League back-to-back playing like this. We know we're a really difficult team, and so I'm just hoping now that we can really apply this in the cup competitions. The league, to me, is too far done, but the cup competitions, and in particular in the Champions League, we can find this form, make things happen. Who knows what the season could lie, but for us, absolutely fantastic. De Bruyne brilliant, Riyad Mahrez brilliant, Aguero, Jesus fantastic, David Silva getting back to his old self too. It's brilliant. For Villa though, struggling, Drinkwater looking very low on confidence, just doesn't look the same player as what he was when he was at Leicester. But Villa just nowhere to be seen. They're going to have to be extremely stubborn. I made a note in the second half because they're not going to want this to get embarrassing. But I did make a note that I felt like City would probably take the foot off the gas, start substituting some players, then start getting a little bit lethargic. But it might have happened at Old Trafford, but it didn't happen in this game, which is really good. 57 minutes in, Sergio Aguero put himself on a brace too. David Silva this time with the assist. Aguero still has lots to do, twisting, turning, getting onto his right foot. Still has to put the ball in the back of the net. He's a deadly striker, Sergio Aguero, when he's got it about him, and puts it right into the back of the net. Deadly. 5-0 to Manchester City. 81 minutes in, it got even better. Hat-trick for Sergio Aguero. Now the most Premier League hat-tricks, 12 hat-tricks out of any player in the Premier League era, taking over Alan Shearer's record. He's also become the highest scoring foreign player in the Premier League, so well done to Sergio Aguero. Continues to set records. City love breaking records. Aguero loves breaking records. Sergio Aguero, to me, even though lots of people rate him, I feel like he's unjust. I feel like he doesn't have the respect he deserves on his name. He is a legend of this club. He's a Premier League legend and one of the, if not the best Premier League striker that's ever been seen, because he's just a fantastic, consistent, wonderful player. He's shown it time and time again from when he first joined Manchester City to where we're at now. And we've still got, is it another 18 months to Sergio Aguero? I'm delighted. I wonder what's his end goal is going to try and get to. Is it going to be like 200 goals? I do not know. Maybe he can get more. Who knows what the future holds for Sergio Aguero. But in terms of the goal itself, terrible giveaway from Aston Villa. One of their young defenders, I can't remember his name. Lots of things happened in this game. Gave the ball away. There was Riyad Mahrez, just feeds through Sergio Aguero, just blasts it past Nyland into the back of the net for 6-0. I'd love to end this video right here, but it doesn't. Villa have the last say. I'm sure that'll make them feel a little bit better, to be fair. Silly challenge from Ilkay Gundogan to bring down Trezeguet, who came on in the second half as a substitute. El Gharzi was there to punish from the penalty spot with a well-taken penalty in the 91st minute to rob Ederson of his clean sheet. 6-0 sounds better than 6-1. We've got a 6-1. It'll have to do. Winning by 5 goals and giving us the biggest goal difference in the Premier League and going back into second place. Not too shabby though. 6-1, great win. Check the stats now for this game. Really interesting this. Aston Villa, 29% possession to City's 71%. Very, very good from City. Particularly, we're away from home. A difficult ground, Villa Park, to go to too. Let's not take this for granted. This is a really good performance. Compare this with how we played against newly promoted side Norwich back in September. Compare the two performances. We've come a long way. We really have. 7 shots, 1 on target. Sums up Manchester City's defence perfectly. 1 goal conceded, 22 shots from City, 12 on target, 6 goals. That's wonderful. We've been really clinical. Being clinical wins you near enough, if not all, Premier League games. That's what you need to be. We're more than capable of winning every game between now and the end of the season and accumulating, I think it's 95 points, which to me probably won't win the Premier League, but still, really good points tally. And all you have to do is take your chances. That's what's been missing from our game. Say all this about defence and everything, and it's true and I agree, but we put our chances away, we win our games because we create so many chances. So really nice to see. 12 shots on target, 6 goals. That's wonderful. 863 passes, 92% pass completion rate. Can't help but think if Liverpool were making this performance that more would be made, because this was just a fantastic performance. 4 clear-cut chances created by City. Crossing, not the best. Decent from Villa though, 80% cross completion rate compared with City's 25%. More dribbles from Aston Villa, ironically, than Manchester City. City were more successful in their dribbles, but I do find that interesting. More recoveries from City, the same amount of tackles and tackle completion rate, so that's interesting. So the stats are suggesting to me that Aston Villa, in terms of toe-for-toe matching City in the middle, is looking pretty solid. Like, Villa have done some stuff in this game. It's just City have literally taken their chances when presented with them. A couple of silly mistakes from Villa haven't helped the cause, but City back to their deadly selves, which is good to see. In terms of aerial duels, completely nothing to separate the teams either, so I find that interesting, I really do. Now, to conclude for this video, Villa are back into the relegation zone. They're needing a big pick-me-up, really. They're looking very short on confidence. They've just brought in Danny Drinkwater, who was already low on confidence, goes to a new club, making his debut against Manchester City. Didn't have the best of games. They're going to be struggling, or he's going to be struggling at least. Villa are struggling. They're in the relegation zone. They've got a battle on their hands. They're going to need a turnaround and fast. Losing 6-1 at home isn't good. They're going to need to do something about that. Far too open in this game, far too leaky. They're going to have to try and learn how to defend properly. That when you're 1-0 or 2-0 down, you continue to defend properly, because goal difference could be key come the end of the season, and getting beat 6-1 at home against any team isn't a good thing. So they're going to have to learn their lessons and fast. But they're a good solid side, and I do hope that they do stay up come the end of the season. For us, we're back into second at long last. Been chasing that second spot for quite a while. We're now 2 points clear of Leicester after they dropped points at the weekend. So we just need to start extending that, really, and cementing second place, because Liverpool will just run away. 14 points, game in hand too. Just forget about it, but get that second place, you know, move on from there, try and accumulate a very good points tally, and then we can say Liverpool just, well, more consistent at the end of the day and picked up more points. That's what I'm trying to look for. Great performance though from us in the end. Kevin De Bruyne fantastic, David Silva too, Gabriel Jesus wonderful, Riyad Mahrez amazing, Kevin De Bruyne amazing too, but my man of the match, the JSGC man of the match, can only go to the one and only record-breaking Sergio Aguero, now the most Premier League hat-tricks and the most Premier League goals scored by a non-English player. Absolutely fantastic. My only downside is Ederson will be gutted right now for not getting his clean sheet, which is good, because it now means we've got a target for that Crystal Palace game, which is next Saturday, 3 PM kickoff. Very unusual for us these days, so we can try and target to put in the match of performance that we've put in against United and against Villa, and get them clean sheets back too. We've got a week's rest, like I said. Hope the players now go have a well-deserved rest, get a few days off, be able to relax, go on holiday, do whatever they want, and then come back fighting strong. We've got a nice big month to push ahead. We've got a final to get to for the Carabao Cup. We've got the FA Cup to be targeting for. We've also got that first leg coming up against Real Madrid too. So yeah, have that week's rest, enjoy themselves, and let's move on. Saturday, 3 PM. Play every 3 or 4 days. I'm used to it. We've got a week off. It's unusual, but there we go. So that's been the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe. Subscribe if you're new around here, press that red button, press the bell, put your push notifications on. We're aiming for 5,500 subscribers. At the time of recording, we're only 117 away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also, check out my social media links in description below and popping up on screen if you want to go and follow me on there. My email's in description below if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video, and I'll see you all again for the next Man City video, which will be the daily transfer update. Stay tuned for that. I'll see you all again very soon. So it's been JSGC. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now.